This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, pleased to be with you. Unfortunately, though, Mother Nature not really cooperating, Charles. The rain coming down, it's expected to do so throughout.
And whenever I talk to quarterbacks, they worry less about the rain and more about the wind. But you still have to take precautions. You still have to be prepared. The offense always feels like it has the advantage because they know where they're going when they make their cuts.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Let's go get it right here. Come on.
Oh, Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. .39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, The quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
To throw is Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's break. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? They'll
start the drive with Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. On second down, Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wilson, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on first down. Ertz has it left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again is Wilson. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. Julio Jones all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now the try here for the point after. And now it's blocked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Brady now to throw, and that's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. That'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Wait 20! Wait 20! Yeah!
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
20!
Now Brady. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Let's go! Wait 20! Round 80! Round 80! Go!
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ezekiel Elliott, 61 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He had that critical fumble on the last drive, of course, and that, at least to this point, is the difference in the game.
And when I see those types of things happen, I often take a step back now. Younger in my career, I was probably way more critical about ball security, taking care of it, and what it does to a team. And in this case, it cost his team because ultimately they gave up a touchdown. But I was doing a high school game years ago in the state of Florida. Frank Gore with the Indianapolis Colts was starring in that game, had 3 fumbles in the first half. Ran for over 300 yards and shredded the team. Be very careful about getting on your top runner too much.
Yeah, you can put that in the rearview mirror, look forward. Let's see if he can respond.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, go down. 220. 20. 52. 52.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Play fake here on first down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
20.
On first down, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Again, it's Brady. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wait, 20. Go!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wilson on first down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. He's back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This defense so strong, all out
off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw. Fighting through pressure. Dancing to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Russell Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet.
20.
Now Brady. That's Njoku over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. To throw is Brady. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Brady to throw. Looking for the outright. It's completed to Landry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Brady now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
20.
Back to throw, Brady. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. On second down, here's Brady. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The extra point splits the uprights, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One last shot for Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception.